Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. There's some good chart patterns setting up because we can see the market, the Dow especially, is supporting here at the 50, consolidating as we expected when we saw the bearish harami the other day, telling us that buying had stopped, but the 50 was not being breached yet. So the fact that they traded at positive today is a good indication they're not selling this market off, even though it looks a little bit indecisive in here. You've also got the NASDAQ that's telling you that they didn't sell this one off. They had the opportunity with a bearish harami shooting star signal that if they'd opened this lower today, the likelihood was that they were coming back to test the 50 to see what's going to act as support. The fact that they opened up positive and traded positive told you there's nothing yet changed as far as the bullish sentiment in this market. This is making the candlestick patterns working very effectively. Somebody in the chat room today asked, how do you know when there's a pattern or a fry pan bottom pattern breakout? That's what we're looking for at the breakout. Right at the level that you would suspect a breakout situation, coming out of a fry pan bottom. If it opens positive, the reverse of a pattern using stochastics is we're looking for sell or buy signals in the oversold area. We're usually looking for a pattern breakout when the stochastics are getting up toward the overbought area. This is the information that we're looking for, that as soon as they open this positive, you could be buying. You wouldn't be chasing anything. You'd be getting into a situation where the probabilities were extremely strong, you were heading higher. So when you see something like this that just broke out through the 50 on a fry pan bottom, scanning for these is very easy. You don't necessarily need to know how to scan for a fry pan bottom, but if you were just doing a simple scan showing which percentage moves were the biggest today, when this showed up, visually you can see, well, this is a fry pan bottom breaking out through the 50. Expect more upside. Anytime we can identify a candlestick pattern, like the belt hold pattern, we started buying HYZN today, based upon the fact that the Japanese race traders have illustrated for us over hundreds of years that when you see a belt hold pattern, which is basically you have a trading range, they gap way out of the trading range and come back into it, that essentially means they've sopped up all the selling. The bulls are buying up all the sellers, which means there's less sellers in the way. Any buying from there is going to be hit with less selling pressure. So when you can see a trajectory like this, when you see these type of reversal signals, that means the trajectory is usually going to be very strong after that. So we're looking for the strongest signals, 2+2 analysis. Today, LOGI did a kicker signal, and it closed above the 50. So not only do you have one of the strongest signals in candlestick analysis, the fact that everybody else sees that it broke through the 50 is additional confirmation that any positive trading from here is going to take this higher. All this information that is built into candlestick analysis is what we're going to be going through this weekend in our 2-day training, where we identify the signals, the patterns, the top ranked signals and patterns, when to enter, when to exit, how to use gaps, how to use the stops very logically with candlestick analysis. But the important factor of all this is that you're identifying what usually occurs over and over again in human nature that produce high probability trade setups. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.